Hi.
I got some more, and I'm still digging. My son found those PlayStation 4 games, and I think he said 20 bucks a piece. And then we did find the old Nintendo set, and I'm still looking for the container box.
Okay. What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I'm at a yard sale I went to the previous day, and the lady told me to come back. She'd have some video game stuff out. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of good stuff. A bunch of junky Wii games and $20 PS4 games. But she told me she had like an old Nintendo and a bunch of other games still in boxes, old stuff. And she's looking at this box and she's pulling out all these PlayStation games and showing me. There's a Game Boy Advance in there, a Sony Dream Machine even that I wanted. And I asked her if I could look through that box, and she said no right away and said it would be out next week. I could come back and look at it. So, yeah, that's just unfortunate, to see the stuff. Seems like it happens a lot to me with video games. They show it to me, and then I just don't get it. But I did end up getting Mario Kart Wii here, so that's pretty good. I don't need it for my collection, but it's a good seller. So we move on, and I ended up hitting another sale. I ran into a sale, a porch sale. I guess the footage didn't get recorded for that because I don't know where it is. It just wasn't there. Sometimes you hit that record button and it just doesn't record for whatever reason. So we move on to a Goodwill and looking on these shelves, these figurines. And up here I spot something, a Cleveland Browns Santa figure. And I thought it was kind of cool looking. $4.99. I went ahead and just looked it up just to see. And there wasn't a whole lot of anything about Cleveland Browns Santas like this. There was one listed for like $400. Similar, not the same. I'm sure that's very overpriced, but I decided just to buy it anyway. I think I can make some money on it. It'll be cool to see how well it ends up selling. Looking at the mugs, I don't buy a lot of mugs. I don't find a lot of good mugs. I look for Starbucks mugs. How many times can I say mugs? Here is a sealed, not sealed, I guess, just a new mug set for $2.99, which I thought was a great price for Goodwill, 4 mugs. Usually they'd price that kind of stuff up pretty high. Still not worth picking up for me. And I can't remember if some of the other names of mugs that I keep an eye out for. I just know them when I see them. I know the look of them. Just didn't see anything there. You can let me know if you see any cool mugs or any cool figurines on these end caps. We are looking at some cleaning stuff now, all priced $1. Goodwill is around here turning more into a dollar type store, it seems like. You just wholesale this stuff in. Here is a QB down here, a little elliptical, and I'm like, oh, this could be good if it's actually in there. I opened the box, sure enough, brand new in there. I grabbed it because that's worth hundreds of dollars. Very nice pickup. And we move on to another Goodwill, and it got a new cart of all this stuff. They were like shelf liners or something for Christmas. I'm not interested in those. Books. Books are becoming outrageous at Goodwill. They want $3 a piece now for them. They just keep going up. Children's books now are $10 for 10, I think it is, or I don't even know. Maybe just 5 for $10. Tub of remotes, I looked through there, couldn't find anything. $89.99 for that Emerson ice maker we saw 2 weeks ago. Hasn't sold, not surprising. DDR mat, some DDR mats are worth picking up. Certain designs are worth looking into. That one was $8. I think that was only about a $20 mat. If I had the game and the box and everything, you might have got more. They're not fun to test. They go bad pretty easily, so unless it's a good one, I'm not gonna pay $8 for it. Down here, what are we looking at? Looks like a paint sprayer. And I don't pick those up unless they are new, because chances are there's paint inside of them. They're dried up. You don't want to have to test a paint sprayer. That's just a pain to make a few dollars. New, though, that's a different story. They don't really sell that great new, from my experience, either. So, yeah, we just passed on that. There's some typewriter ink ribbons. Pick these up for personal use when I sell typewriters. Box of cables. Always got to pay attention to those. There could be good power supplies in there. Small appliances. Didn't see anything good today. Last time at this Goodwill, I picked up that Zojirushi that sold really quick. Oh, what was that? Smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector. Looking through the piles of junk on the shelves. Lots of binders. And I always try to pay more attention to binders because I feel like, especially at yard sales, I'm just going to pass by a binder thinking it's just a binder. I'm so used to seeing them, and it's going to be filled with magic cards or Pokemon cards or something like that. Especially at rummage sales as well. So I need to pay attention to binders, make sure there's no cards in there. There's one sale, it looked like there's cards in a binder I walked by once, and it's just like, oh no, you don't want to miss any of those vintage Magic cards that could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I don't see anything on these miscellaneous item shelves. So we move on to the next Goodwill. Lots of cool looking lamps up there. Again, I only know a little bit about lamps. I don't really want to ship them on eBay or anything like that either. If I was selling at a flea market or antique booth, I'd pay a lot more attention to them. Oh, so much to look at here, but honestly, not a whole lot of great items at this Goodwill today. Last time, 2 or 3 weeks ago when I was there, found some amazing stuff, Bose speakers and a DVD recorder. What is this, a Mad Catz thing? I believe this is for a PlayStation 2. You know, there's some on eBay for $30, but none of them had sold. So at, what was it, $5.99, $7.99? I didn't want to buy them. They weren't on Amazon. Ended up putting it back. Unfortunate. Sometimes stuff just isn't worth buying and trying to sell. Just got to know when to put the stuff back. Even if you want to buy it, even if you want it to be worth money. Conair lotion dispenser. I just sold one of these, not this exact one, a different one. I think it was for lather shaving cream for $50 on Amazon. I did end up picking up that one though. I'll sell it for about $20 on eBay because it's open box. Found some awesome New Balance shoes, some hook and loop wide shoes. Look like they're brand new, never worn. Only $4.99, not marked up. Love it. Looking through the clothes a little bit. No great clothes. Next Goodwill, they got a couple of these carts out, and we're looking to see what we can find. Opening random things. There's a Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit game. Trivia Pursuit game. That's what I'm trying to say. Put that in the cart. Ends up being worth about $15 profit, selling at Amazon FBA. So went ahead and grabbed it for $3.99. Puzzles, none sealed. I'm not going to buy any used puzzles unless they're very unique, very special. Don't want to count the pieces on those. Sirius XM radio. That's right. How do you say that, right? Sirius radio. I'm not sure now. Questioning myself. But some of those are worth picking up. They can have lifetime subscriptions. Then they can be valuable. That one's not that great, and I doubt it has one, so I'm not going to mess with it. Just digging around these totes. This Goodwill has not been great for electronics and appliances the last few times I've been in there. New cart at the next Goodwill, and there's these power tools, and I'm thinking, I better put these in the cart, because the Goodwill before, I let a lady go in front of me just being nice, and she instantly went in the toy aisle, picked up a vintage, like 50s or 60s tool set, children's tool set, in a wooden box. And I'm like, oh no, I bet that's definitely worth some money. I looked it up real quick, and sure enough, it was worth about $100. And I thought, well, that's what I get for being nice, letting an old lady go in front of me and she buys something like that. I'm joking, of course. You can't find anything, or you can't grab everything, I should say. You can't buy everything. Toys everywhere. So much stuff at this Goodwill now. I was just complaining a couple weeks ago how they changed everything. There's nothing on the shelves. Well, they've been putting stuff out. But this Tripoli game, I buy those fairly often. I think I picked up 2 today. I didn't pick up that one. I put it back. It wasn't worth picking up. It was a newer one. It wasn't on Amazon. There's a semi-truck model thing. I looked that up. The packaging looked like it had been soaked in water and then dried. They're selling okay for around $20 in good condition on eBay. In that condition, I decided to pass. I think they wanted $6 for it at Goodwill. Oh, am I seeing anything else? There's one of those play motion things up there. It was not new. Even new, those were heavily clearanced at Walmart one year. I don't know if the value on those have ever recovered yet. They were selling like $8 new, marked down from like $80 on Amazon. It's just crazy. It just goes to show you when people buy so much stuff and they try to sell it on Amazon like that, and the price gets driven down. No one makes money. What else we got here? TV up there. Not interested in that. Some stuff. Headphones. Over here, I spot this flip clock plugged in. It looked like someone was testing it. It does not work. I looked it up for parts anyway, because some of these sell great for parts, especially the Panasonic ones, I believe it is. This wasn't really selling for parts. I think maybe one sold for like $15 for parts. I didn't want to mess with it for that, you know. Could have made some money maybe. I just left it. I got so much stuff to deal with. I did pick up this Lights Out game, Tiger game I found in the toys by digging. We're in the next Goodwill, and we got a bunch of board games here. No new ones, nothing unique that I saw. By this time, you know, I've looked at so much stuff, I'm probably getting tired. Probably easy to miss stuff. There's a joystick right there. I like to buy joysticks. I bought some really nice ones. Flight sticks, got about $500 for. I picked up one time. There's some of these Nerf magazines. I like to pick those up and sell them. However, those are $2 a piece. You really don't get a whole lot for them. There's so many people selling those on eBay. If I can get them for $1 or less, I find them at yard sales for $0.25 sometimes. I buy them. There's a Zojirushi bread maker. This one was here 2 or 3 weeks ago. Wanted $25 for it. Did have the paperwork with it. I don't know what happened to that. It is the same one. Still $25. I could probably make some money on it. Maybe double my money. I don't want to pay $25 for it though. Just don't. It's not in as good a condition as the one I sold. There's a little Presto pizza thing. I think that was new. I looked it up. Again, it was selling for about $50 shipped. Just not a whole lot of money in it. It's a big item. I don't shy away from selling big items, but just at that point, I didn't want to mess with it. There is a, what is that, Sports Freak from the 80s. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This is going to be worth some good money. Kind of like the Madball stuff. Surprisingly, only selling for $15. And that was in terrible shape. The arm was broken, dirty. I ended up putting it back. This, however, I grabbed. This is a Pound Puppies, like fold-out van circus. And had some of the Pound Puppies and cats in there. Should be an easy $40 for $2.99. Pick up that. Looking in the plush. Didn't see anything today to pick up. And we move on to the last stop of the day. And I found a lot of stuff in this Salvation Army. You see down there, I got some movie sets, some sort of Aladdin cookware thing, and these are half off. They just put out all this stuff, and on Fridays and Saturdays, the media's half off. Over here, the electronics, I ended up picking up this. Looked like it was worth picking up. Emerson combo unit I passed on because no remote and priced up. So let me show you what I got. Let's go over the haul for today. It's a big one. Got some nice items. Everything on this table and down on the floor is from thrifting, and then I'll go over the garage sale stuff. Let's just start on the floor. I got this Conair lotion dispenser, heated. Brand new. These sell amazing on Amazon. This one looks like it's been open. It's missing the plastic, but it doesn't look like it's been used. I'll end up selling it on eBay for $20 plus shipping. It's only $1.99. Right next to it is this Lights Out game for $1.99 as well. Unfortunately, there's no listing for this one on Amazon, but I could sell it on eBay. It looks like about $70. Then a really nice pickup, this QB Junior. This is only $12.99. It's open box, but everything's brand new in there, completely wrapped up, sealed, all the paperwork. Looks like these are selling for about $180 to $200, so that's going to be some really good profit there. If you don't know what it is, it's a little elliptical like machine that goes under your desk, and while you're doing like office work, you can get some exercise. Up here on the table, I picked up this ink ribbon set, 2 of them in there. Bought this just because I'm going to use it for some of the typewriters I buy and sell. Been buying more typewriters, so eventually I'm going to come across one that doesn't have a ink ribbon, or the ink ribbon's bad, and I'll have some here to use the test. It's only worth about, I think, $15 on Amazon anyway. I paid $2.99 for it. I grabbed this at Salvation Army, you know, $2.99. It's very clean. It doesn't even look like it's really been used. Aladdin Temper Serve. I picked it up because I think it was selling between $20-$30 plus shipping. Can't remember exactly. Also, I think it was half off, so I think I only paid $1.50 for it. Gonna make some money on it. I also picked up these horses because they were half off. They were only $1 anyway, so 50 cents. And I couldn't see what they were inside. They were sealed with the Salvation Army tag, so you know I couldn't open it to look inside. So for 50 cents, I'm like, oh, there could be a Schleich in there. I thought for sure a couple of those in there were Schleich, but no, they're nothing special. They're not Breyer or anything. I'll probably just redonate it. I picked up these polar wind gloves just because of the 80s, early 90s vintage look on them. They're in very good condition. I'm pretty sure they are from that time period. I actually couldn't find any comps for these Polar Winds. Kind of weird. Didn't see any listed, but I saw some 80s like ski snowboarding gloves like this selling for around $20, $25. So that's probably what I'll price these at. They were $1.99. This is interesting. This is a Bliss dollhouse kit, Gene Nordquist. Must be pretty famous with these types of dollhouses because I saw some of the originals selling for over $1,000 on eBay. This is a kit you can see there. $49 is why I looked it up. $4.99. And it looks like everything's probably in there. I mean, Goodwill put some tape on there, but I think they just normally open like this anyway. I'll have to do a little bit of research, but still it looks like this will sell for about $40. So happy to pick it up. Picked up this Pound Puppies van circus set. It opens up, folds out, and it's got some Pound Puppies in there. Where are they? There they are, a bunch of the little pets and the accessories. It's in very good condition. I think because of that, I'm going to be able to sell this for about $40. So pretty good pickup for $2.99. Picked up some shoes. These Merrill. I don't remember the model, but I looked them up. $6.99 is what I paid for them. They're in very good condition. And they were selling for $30 or $40. Don't remember exactly. And same with these. Brand new New Balance 4E wide shoes. I love buying these New Balance shoes that are extra wide. They always end up being extra money. You know, if these were size 8 and not wide, they might not sell that great. So definitely matters if they're wide. I think I'll be able to sell these for about $40 as well. Only paid $4.99 for them at Goodwill. This Cleveland Browns Santa, I did not know how well this would do, but it's in very good shape. I paid $4.99 for it. I didn't do a lot of research. I just searched for Cleveland Browns like Santa, and a similar Santa like this, it seemed like someone had it priced at like $300, which, you know, it didn't sell for that, so obviously probably just overpriced. I just bought this to speculate a little. I think I'll price it kind of high, maybe like $50 since there's no other listed like it, and just see what it does. I think for sure I'd be able to sell it for at least 20 plus shipping, but we'll try 50 plus shipping. Picked up this Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit game for $3.99, selling on Amazon. Seemed like I was going to make about $15 profit on it. Yeah, Salvation Army, I picked up some media. It looked like they had just put out. Kind of nice to see new media there. I mean, it's not new, it's used media, but new for the store. It seems like they never put out media. And these are all half off, so $2.50 all in the family set. I think this was selling for about $40. The Honeymooners, maybe this was the one that's selling for $40, $30, something like that is what those were selling for. And this right here, I think this one was on Amazon pre-owned for $133. However, I can't sell DVDs on Amazon. I need to get connected with a wholesale account, and I know some stuff about that. I've just been too busy and lazy to actually buy some DVDs wholesale and try to get ungated in those. But this particular one is not on eBay, and I don't know what I'm going to price this at because of that, because some of the like other sets, Patterns of Evidence Exodus, was selling, you know, not for a whole lot, $20 maybe, but I'm going to price this up a little, maybe $50 on eBay since it's priced so high on Amazon, just to see if it gets a sale. But I believe this one was selling for about $30 if I remember correctly. This Genesis Paradise Lost 3D set. To my understanding, they don't make 3D players or 3D movies anymore, so some of that stuff's worth a little bit. This one's probably just special because of the Genesis Paradise Lost. The 3D probably don't matter in it. But yeah, great pickups at Salvation Army, since these were normally, what, $2, so they're probably only $1 a piece anyway. Below it here for $4.99, we picked up this Magnavox unit. I actually didn't look it up. I'm assuming I can sell this for about $150 on Amazon with the remote. This model is slightly different than the ones I normally pick up, but usually for these Magnavoxes, I get a remote for them. I sell them for about $150 on Amazon. I'll throw it up on the screen, how much I expect to make, of course. Remember, all these prices are estimates, and I usually try to estimate low. Then right below, I picked up this Fisher tape deck. Very, very clean condition. I'm not sure what year this comes from, but I looked up the model number on eBay, and the only ones that were on there were ones that were selling for parts. They didn't work. I'm assuming the tape part didn't work. That's usually how it goes. The rubber bands inside just rot away. I usually don't spend the time to try to fix them. I know they're fairly easy to fix. I just sell them as parts and move on. And that's how I'm going to do with this one if it doesn't work, because I saw it was selling for about $30 for parts. So if this works, I'll probably price this about 75 to 100 bucks, and I think it will sell if somebody's paying that much for parts. Paid $7.99 for it. So while I was driving, I came across a porch sale, so I stopped, of course, and well, I found a lot of interesting games. This Tripoli game, I paid $2 for this one. And you know, I've sold these before on Amazon. They do pretty well, at least the ones from the 60s. You can sell it. I'll probably sell it for about $50 on there. There's one on there for $75 right now, but that's a little high. I usually get about $50 for this set. But right here for $1, this Clompet game, and it's like a Disney game from the 70s. It's got a viewfinder or Viewmaster. It looks like it's complete in good condition. I popped it open. The Viewmasters are in there and everything. If it is complete and working, that's 80 bucks on eBay. Then we picked up Fat Albert there and this American Heritage Broad game. It's like a pirate ship game, or I guess not pirate ship, just some sort of sailing game. I thought that was interesting. I believe I only paid $0.25 for these two games, and I got this Tournament Othello, and I thought that would be worth more, but you know, it's still like $20, $25 on eBay. I forget what this one is. It has a lot of box damage. It looked like the pieces inside were a little beat up, so I really don't know how much I'll get on that. Fat Albert, I think, was a $20 game on eBay, basically. Here's an old Boggle game. It sells, I think it was selling for about $20 on Amazon. Here's a smaller version of Othello, and this was on Amazon. It seemed like $20 or $30. I already forget. I looked this stuff up pretty quick. Touche, the game. I thought this was interesting. I've never seen it before in the wild, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I believe I paid $1 for that as well. It looked like on eBay, again, about 15 bucks plus shipping is all, but still, when you're only paying $1, you're still making some pretty good profit. I'll have to do the math on the board games, put it on the screen, how much I expect to make for all these. Then at the porch sale, I also picked up this filter for $1. I'll be able to sell it for 20 bucks on eBay. And I probably already mentioned in the live footage, I stopped at a sale where I was at a day before, and the lady told me to come back the next day that she'd have a bunch of video game stuff out, and how frustrating it was because most of the video game stuff she had out wasn't worth it. I picked up this Mario Kart for $4. You know, it's like a $20, $25 game. She has some PS4 stuff that she wanted $20 a piece for. But she told me she had a Nintendo, she had the Wii system somewhere, and she had a bunch of other old video game stuff. And she was over in her garage, which was just 2 steps away from me, looking in a box. She was pulling out all these PlayStation games. I saw a Game Boy Advance in there. I asked her if I could look through all the PlayStation games in that box, and she instantly said no, that I could come back next week and she would have them out. And I'm just like, oh geez. So yeah, I hate seeing that kind of stuff. She told me, you know, she had a Nintendo and all that stuff, and she would have it out next week. So I don't know. I guess we'll go back and try to see if I can get this stuff. I have a feeling it's going to be priced pretty high, even if, you know, it is there. I told her I'd buy some of that stuff in the box, but you know, she was just like kind of insulted that I would even ask that when she hadn't put it out yet. Just weird. That's it for the video, everybody. I really want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button for me. There's going to be plenty more videos coming up, so make sure you're subscribed. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.